Hello, welcome in. I've been thinking quite a lot about people in general. So I find it so interesting how if you're in a group situation and let's say it's sort of a bit like work, that kind of situation. And you've always got sort of the main kinds of people. Like you've always got someone who's maybe not formally like in charge, but someone who's like I wouldn't say at in charge, but I don't know if that's a bit disrespectful, but like they they pretend to be in charge. Like they are very forthright with what should be happening. They're the ones that like run around doing things and like maybe not bossing people around, but kind of in a way bossing people around. And because I recently joined a group, sort of where we've got some people do that, and then we've got other people kind of follow what they say because they are in charge, and that's okay. And then we've got the third kind of person. There's probably more kinds than this, but this is me. Maybe generalising a bit, but hey. And then we've got that third type who kind of take on board what the bosses are saying, but may not do it 100% to what they're saying. They sort of beat to a different drum, if you like. And I find that so interesting because it happens with like any kind of a social group or a group where something needs to get done, like as I say, work, um, or volunteer thing. And I find it so amazing how you've always got that um yeah, demographic. Um and I think the funny thing is, like, as much as we don't like someone being like overly bossy or whatever, like you also kind of need that within the group. Um and I suppose that's so true as well, like you need someone to go, right, we are going to here today, we are, you know, sort of I'm hungry now, let's all go and get food. But it's so it's interesting because no one says, "Oh, can we play that role?" Um, I think the downside to all this is the fact that we've maybe got quieter people who could be, who are quite as capable to run any group, or run a group, but run a group, we don't quite. It's easy for them to go, okay, let's go here, but people don't always look to quiet people. And I think that's a bit of a shame. Like, and I don't know how true it is. So now do you are as a person, the more people listen to. Like, like that would almost seem true. However, I don't like that as a concept. I think it should almost be the other way around. I think noisy people should actually listen to quiet people more because actually maybe because I'm rare to be quiet, but I'm quiet until I'm not within 2 seconds of beating on noisy. Um, but that's me. But no, I've always turned to quieter people for support or know what to do. And actually, to be honest, way more interested to hear what a quieter person has to say. Met someone the other day, in fact, who I can imagine quite quiet, but around the right people, they are not quiet. Um, so yeah, interesting. I find more so because the quiet people, most of the time, there are some exceptions of course, who tend to think about situations more, therefore maybe know more about things than noisy people who talk maybe too much or order too much without hearing the whole side of it. Because I feel like we can all do that. We can all kind of go in maybe a bit heavy footed and go, I think, blah, blah, blah. But actually, yeah, cool. But only when people ask you, what do you think? You know, it's a difficult line, I think, between being bossy, rude, over opinionated to being opinionated when we need to speak up. When we don't, I'll be quiet, you know? I don't know what other people think. All opinions are welcome. Try and make a noise. Yeah, that's my thing. And I something else to go on top of this is I find finding at the moment people they maybe not lazy, but people they only wanting to do things like to a point, and then they kind of disappear. Whereas I like to think and other people I've met recently are more like do it until the job is done. Like I like helping people, and I think I do like helping people. Um, until they're a bit rude to me, and I'm like, okay, I'll help you, but also not as keen as I was, but like they can soon build that up again to me liking them, you know. Um, so yeah, but I something interesting I think personally is the interesting thing around said that twice, sorry, around the if people are maybe not bossy but bossier sort of rushing around. Does that mean they're willing to do more things for people versus someone who's a little bit more quiet and maybe doesn't express how they want to help so and so or do so and so? But if you ask me, someone else, to do something, they are more than happy to do it. I find that so interesting because maybe some people won't ask those quieter people to do things because they think the kind of version of manic people, but not manic, just the people who rush around anyway. Let's call them manic people. Won't ask a more huge person to do something because they don't feel like a food system because of that, like, isn't quite up to par with that. So I guess what I'm saying is, if you want to do more in a group or whatever, should you copy the energy levels of the person doing things, or should you have a quiet word to them and go, I can help them. Because I know you can't change like who you are, what you're about, anything like that. However, maybe there's a very fine line between doing nothing and sort of faking your energy levels to be able to match someone and show them you're capable, willing. And then once you've shown that, you can sort of go back down. That's sort of what I do. And I wondered if anyone else sort of doesn't. Quite interesting to hear back from you guys. Yeah, I really like talks like that, conversations. I think they're so interesting. We've got different people, different energy levels, and how people read those energy levels. Interesting. And then it goes into like how people learn. But I won't talk about that this time. But I find all that so interesting now that I'm feeling a little bit more energy myself, as it were. I'm a bit tired today. I think I need one day a week where I chill a bit more than other days. Anyway, hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like if you enjoyed it. If you don't, thumbs down and I'll rethink how I do videos. But yeah, or comment if you share wins. Or ask Graham, be nice. But no pressure. Right, bye all.